What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look and talking you through it step by step, but also updating you on my crazy ass life. The last 2 months have been insane. I can't even believe we're almost to March. I still feel like it's January 1st because the last 2 months, like, my life has been put on pause. So I'm excited to update you guys and just let you know kind of what's been going on. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it just because it's all very personal. It has to deal with like my family and stuff like that. So I'm just going to sugarcoat it and let you know kind of like what's been going on the outside. But yeah, I'm excited to be back. It felt so good to sit down and film and show you how I got this look. So I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe and let's just jump right into it. First off, I got extensions. I really like them. One of these Fridays coming up, I'm going and getting a bridal hair trial. So I'm really excited. So I wanted to have just a little bit longer length for that. I didn't want it too long, just kind of like in between like a medium and long length. So also these little pieces are broken from bleach. So I'm just trying to slick them down. The last couple times that I got my hair done, I went pretty natural up top instead of like full blown bleaching my head. So hopefully that kind of like gives my hair a little bit of a break. One more thing, just because I know these are things that people are gonna notice right away. I dropped my ring off yesterday to get cleaned, dipped in rhodium. I had 2 diamonds missing that needed to get replaced. So I just have on this thing. This is just like a fashion ring from Windsor or Amazon, one of the two. I just have it on because I feel naked without my ring, but I know people are gonna ask questions just because the ring is different and stuff like that. I'm gonna start with priming my skin, getting into foundation, all that, and then we can get into everything. So, oh, this is so much fun. It's been so long since I've done this, and like even the last video that I did, I was still like recovering from being sick in that video. So I was like so out of breath, and I feel like I wasn't really totally there in that video. So this is just fun. I haven't done this in a long time, but I'm gonna be using the Hourglass Veil Primer. Should I do it like this? So I'm gonna use this to prime my face. Also, I'm wearing the 30 years oversized t-shirt. Can't really see it because it's off camera. I love these. I've been living in them. They're Katie's new brand and they're awesome. She came out with a few different color t-shirts and biker shorts and they're just the best. And I've been living in them. I started like a new intense workout routine, which I would love to share with you guys if you're interested. But I've been wearing these constantly to the gym, around the house, all that kind of stuff. For my foundation, what do I want to use today? I do have on a self tan. I went majorly in with self tan. I doubled up and I used the Sosu Dripping in Gold tan. And then I put the Loving Tan 2 Hour Express in dark on top. Only let it sit for 6 hours, but I think it looks really, really good. It looks really tan. It looks like natural but still intense because I can actually get pretty tan, so it looks like I've been like out. I only did like a slight layer on my face, so my face is still lighter. I think I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I have it in the shade Nude, which is usually my tan shade. I'm gonna use my double-ended brush from IT Cosmetics to apply it. After my last video where I kind of updated you on why I didn't post in January pretty much, I mentioned in there that I was sick. Ruben and I got COVID, so we had a very mild case. We are totally fine, except for Ruben still doesn't have his smell and taste back, which kind of sucks. Mine is back for the most part, but I am smelling this like new smell that I've never smelled before in my life. It's a good smell. It smells like food on the grill or something like that, but I can't differentiate. Like if Ruben was cooking on the grill, I wouldn't be able to differentiate what he was cooking. So it's a little weird, but yeah, I started working out again, which I feel like really helped me get better quicker. Every single day, it just got so much easier and really helped me like build up my endurance again. So that was great. And then I started getting ready to film some stuff. When February hit, it's like all shit hit the fan, which was just horrible timing because I had just kind of like been MIA from being sick. And then just a lot of stuff happened in my family. So I took my mom to a doctor's appointment just because she's been so out of breath. After a doctor's appointment, I had to rush my mom to the ER because her heart was only operating at 25% capacity. So I kind of briefly mentioned this on Instagram, and I'm not going to go into full detail just because it's not my business to share, but she's okay now, but we did have to take her a couple of times to the ER and to the hospital, and it's just been a lot. We learned that she has congestive heart failure, and so she's doing okay now. It's just kind of like being monitored from here and there. She's on, some medicine and stuff like that. But it was just a really scary time for like the last few weeks. And now this last week, it's like, okay, we can all kind of like like get back to normal. But for that time, she couldn't drive. And so I was basically one of the main designated drivers. And even when I wasn't driving her places, I was still checking up on her and like being with her and trying to help out as much as possible. While all of that was going on, some more stuff happened in my family that I'm not going to talk about just because it's very personal stuff. And just know shit was crazy and everything's fine. But there was no way I could get on here and film stuff. First of all, I wasn't even here the majority of this month because I was helping out my family and like with them and stuff. But also when I finally had like at night when I'd come home or when I'd have a chance by myself, I was like crying and recuperating and I just needed time alone. So all of that to say everything is fine. My family's okay. Just I needed time to be with my family. So I hope you understand. So that's where I was. That's kind of like what happened. Definitely not the way I expected to start my year. And it sucks because, I mean, this isn't the thing that sucks the most, obviously, but it sucks that like every year I get kind of depressed around the new year, and I haven't been this year. I've been taking a lot of vitamin D, I've been working out, and all of last year I really worked on my mindset. So I feel like I'm just in a really good mindset despite all the bullshit that's been going on in my personal life. I'm still feeling like a positive Patty. I'm going with the Pat McGrath. It's all worn off, but I think it's called the Skin Sublime Concealer in LM9. This is one of the only concealers I have that matches me when I have more of a tan. So I'm gonna go in with this. Normally in the winter, I kind of like drop off because I get depressed and stuff, but that hasn't been the case this year. I've actually been so eager to film and I've got so many different content ideas and stuff. So, but I'm not letting this get me down. I'm still on the positive train and I'm just gonna pick up where I left off and get to getting. I'm excited to share some minimalist journey stuff. I asked you guys on Instagram what kind of stuff you were interested in right now, and a lot of you guys actually said minimalist journey stuff. I could do some vlogs, more cleaning, because I swear that my house has gotten just like pushed aside through all of this. I've tried to clean here, not here and there, I've tried to clean like every day, but it's just something always comes up and life has just been happening. So it's just been kind of like put aside. I have laundry in my laundry room that hasn't been touched since before Christmas. So that's kind of like where I'm at. But yeah, that's kind of like all of the negative stuff that's happened. That's exactly why I haven't been on here. I've been on Instagram a little bit, mainly on stories, and I updated you guys on there a little bit. I started a really intense workout routine that I have been loving. I started after I was done being sick and everything. I started working out very slowly, kind of working myself back up because I was still like so out of breath from being sick. And so I had to very slowly work myself into what I used to do at the gym really quick. I'm gonna go into the Auric Glow Lust. I've used this a couple times already. It's beautiful. So I got selenite. It looks like this is Samantha Ravindal's brand and it is just so beautiful. And I'm just now realizing I forgot to do my nails. This is what stress does to your nails. Well, at least what I do to my nails when I'm stressed. I completely bit them all off, which I thought I had gotten rid of that habit, but then I got stressed again and bit them all off. But anyways, I'm so excited about this brand. Everything about it is just so luxurious. This reminds me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And now this I have shade 2 in, and I wanted something just slightly darker so that I could have the option between something lighter and then something darker when I have a tan on. So I actually haven't tried this with a self-tan on. I've tried it when I am more fair without any self-tan and it still worked. So I probably could have even gone one shade darker. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques setting brush and I'm just gonna put this right here on the back of my hand, dip into it. Yeah, that's pretty light. And I'm just gonna put this on here. I was listening to her on something, probably a YouTube video, and she was saying that I feel like this is thicker in formula than the Charlotte Tilbury one. It's a little bit more natural looking. Like when I put it on, it looks like that is my skin. It doesn't look like I have a highlighter on. It just looks like I'm glowing. I'm also gonna take this on my nose and my Cupid's bow. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm gonna put a little bit up here. But yeah, so I kind of like slowly started working out and building up my endurance. And then after about a month of working out, I was like, all right, I'm ready to go hard. So me and Amanda have been working out most days together. And this Monday was the first day that we went back into like, all right, we're gonna progress and like really go at it with working out. And it was good. it was really good. And I'm glad that we took that time to just kind of like build up to that point. And then we also started kickboxing, which we both just love. It's so much fun. We have a personal trainer and we're just learning how to kickbox. And for me, I'm mainly doing it just for like cardio, but also like if someone wants to try me, I want to be able to hold my own. You know what I mean? It's really fun. It's a really great workout. Okay, I'm just gonna set everything. So I like going in with my Makeup Forever powders here and then my Laura Mercier powder to set here. I've gotten a lot of questions on whether or not I'm gonna do a best of beauty video. If you guys still want to see that, let me know. I'm down to do it. My new year starts March 1st. I said that about February, which I really felt that way, but then got my socks knocked off. Yeah, I'm still down to do it. I'm still down to talk about all my favorite products from the year. You guys probably already know them all, but if you want to see that, let me know. I can totally do that. Yeah, I can show you guys my workout routine. I'm thinking like I would like to show you that if that's something you want to see, but I want to wait like at least another month so I can like look good doing my kickboxing and stuff because I'm still learning. And now I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer in the shade medium number 2. And I really, really like the Charlotte Tilbury brush that's like made for this because it's kind of like fatter so you can get big range, but it also is kind of tapered here so you can get a smaller range too if you needed to. Get the cheeks, get up on my forehead. Also this week, my niece is going to be living with me part-time, so that's exciting. Her school is pretty close to where I live, so it's just easier to have her here a lot of the time. So like half the time she'll be where she usually lives and then half the time she'll be here. So we were thinking about doing a video together. I feel like that would be really fun. And me and Amanda want to do a get ready with me video. We've been talking about it because it's been so long since we have, so. Oh, also, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet, but this is very early stages because all I have done so far is bought the stuff to create. I'm gonna start a podcast and I'm just gonna put it out there. I haven't really said that yet. I've thought about it for a year, but in January, I ordered all the stuff for it. I had full intentions on starting February 1st on my podcast. But yeah, I don't know when it's coming out because I haven't even recorded anything yet. I haven't even unboxed all of the stuff I got for it, but that will be happening this year and I'm really excited. And I think what I'm gonna do is film the episodes too. So I know some people don't listen to podcasts and stuff, which if you don't, you totally should because they're addicting. I get so much done when I'm listening to a podcast. But anyways, I'm gonna film them and then pop them up here as like a bonus video for the week for the time being that that series is running for. So you can watch them or you can listen to them, all that kind of stuff. So I'll keep you updated and you'll know obviously when it comes up because it will be on my channel here. I'm gonna bring my bronzer under my eyes because I feel like that's really, really bright right now. I'm gonna use my MAC, I don't even remember the name of this color. You guys probably remember it. I'm gonna use my Smith 112 and contour my face. It feels so good to be back filming. I just feel like it's been so long and I've been so eager to be back filming and stuff like that. So this is just a lot of fun. I'm gonna go in with my Luxie 182 brush and use the same thing on my nose. Oh, I really wanna do kind of like a winter to spring clothing haul. There's some cute stuff on Zara, some cute stuff on Revolve. I ordered save the dates for our wedding and I plan to send them out this weekend. I gotta send them out because it's almost time to order regular invitations and send those out. So I gotta get to getting, and I need to get everybody's freaking address. Wedding planning is not fun. It's a lot of work. And I'm trying to plan like our honeymoon too, which I'm really wanting to go to Alaska. I think that would be the best. I want to go to Alaska in the summer and then I also want to go back in the winter because I want to see some northern lights. Northern lights give me the feels. I've never seen them, but I literally watch montages of them and like time lapses on YouTube all the time. I didn't know this, but I learned recently that what you see in pictures is actually better than what you see in real life. This guy explained it in a video I was watching one time. He said it's kind of like when you go outside at nighttime, the way that you see is differently than during the day. So like colors are more muted at night in the dark because you just can't see them. He's like, it's the same thing with the northern lights. So all those colors are there. It's just the way that you can see them at night isn't as intense intense. So if you take a picture of it, then it's actually way more intense in the picture. So I still think it's gonna be beautiful. I've seen like examples of like what your eye can see versus what your camera picks up. I'm okay with that. I still think I would love to see them in person. But yeah, I was thinking a honeymoon in Alaska would be just glorious. We can go hiking, we can see bears. You can take an air taxi to this place where like bears are like eating the salmon in the water by a waterfall. Yes, I want to do that. You can go on a bike ride and see moose. I want to see a moose. And the time of year that we would be going would be like the perfect time to see all of the wildlife that we want to see. We could see freaking whales. It just sounds like the best thing ever. I'm gonna go back into my Laura Mercier powder and clean this up. This is a Smith 124 brush. This is like for contouring and stuff, but I use it for powder. You don't need this one specifically. It's just I bought it and this is the only thing I really use it for, but you can use any brush for this step. Get a little bit of S116. This might be too ashy though. I'm gonna mix it in with my bronzer because I just don't know if that might look gray right now. I think we're in the clear. Before anyone recommends it, I was looking into an Alaskan cruise because there's this one that I saw online that looked amazing, and I definitely in my lifetime will do that. I just need to wait until COVID is past because I'm not trying to get stuck on a cruise ship if there is a COVID outbreak or something. I have slight claustrophobia. That freaks me out. So we're just gonna wait. I've sufficiently added 10 pounds of bronzer and contour. I'm gonna go into Peaches from MAC, which is this one, and then this is Gingerly. So I've been taking Peaches more on the apple and then Gingerly kind of like further back. And the other day I used this brush and I loved it. This is a rougher number 18 brush, and I just kind of like, I really liked it. It's kind of a random brush for this step, but I think it works out great. I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette, just take that highlighter on my finger and just pop it on the nose and take a brush and just blend it away. This will hopefully diffuse that nose contour so it's not so incredibly intense. For my eyebrows, so I have actually been tinting my eyebrows, which this is probably 2 weeks since I've tinted them last. And if you want me to show you how I do it, I can show you soon. But I've really been loving it just because I feel like a lot of my microblading faded away for the most part. It's still there's still some of it there, but when I got them microbladed, the girl Kim that did them, she told me that I should look into tinting or henna or something because I do have a lot of hair. It's just really, really light, which it was nice to hear just because I feel like my eyebrows are just like not really there. Now I feel like they're there because I've been tinting them and obviously I had them microbladed, but my skin gets really oily up on my forehead, so a lot of my microblading faded. So I don't know, I probably won't go and get that done again just because the healing process was so long. But if you have drier skin, you are definitely a better candidate for microblading. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, check out Kim. She's Caps Lock Brows or something. You check her out on my Instagram. So I started doing at-home tinting and whew, I love it. It's great. Takes only like 5 minutes to do, and I've got some brows on my face. So I've actually been switching up my brow routine. This is so weird for me, but I started using this pencil from Anastasia. This is the Perfect Brow Pencil. Do you guys remember this thing? This was like one of the first brow pencils that they came out with. So I've just mainly been using this like from here over, and then I use something else in the front just to give me some more spikiness, but I just feel like it really fills it in quickly. So I just start here on the bottom, and then I do the top. Fill it in. It just goes so fast. Like that's already filled in. Oh, also I'm in the shade medium brown. I'm just gonna grab any tiny brow pencil because this is normally what I would go towards, is like something really fine tipped like this. So any tiny pencil like that, it's always different every day. This one's just the Hourglass one, and I'm gonna make the front spikes. And see, that barely took like any time at all. Because I think like the most detail that I want is just right up front where I want to emulate brow hairs. I'm gonna go into my Painterly paint pot. This right here from MAC. It's what I always use to prime my eyes. You don't have to use this. You can use like a concealer, or you don't even have to prime. Sometimes I don't prime my eyes, but then I know my eyes will crease, but sometimes I want them to crease. I'm just gonna go with my fingers just because I don't have any nails. I'm excited to do some wedding videos. I bought 3 outfits outfits for different things. And I was thinking of just doing like a bridal outfits video in the nearish future. I've had that idea for so long, and then it was like, oh, I better do that since my wedding's coming up and I could really use some outfit ideas. Just gotta set that with a little bit of powder. I'm going to use my Makeup Geek eyeshadows just because I really want to get to know these shades. I can look at an old Makeup Geek eyeshadow and just like name them one by one because I know the names and the shades because I used them for so long for like the majority of my looks. And now that they're reformulated, they're repackaged, they're renamed, I just feel so distant from them. And these are just like, her eyeshadows are just the best. Kind of want to do a mix of a warm to cool tone smoky look. Nothing new from me. So yeah, let's see. I think I'm just gonna start with, oh, I get so many questions on this palette from Makeup Geek. This was sent to me and it was like pre-made. You can actually buy this pre-made just like this in this palette. They have another one that's like full of all of the colorful shades. So if you're curious, like all of these shades, just check out their website, their pre-made matrix palette, just like this. That's what this is. So I'm gonna go in with Creme Brulee first. That's gonna be like my base for everything. I'm just going to pop this in my crease, bring this underneath. Random thing to talk about, but after my ring is all fixed and everything, Ruben and I are gonna go look at wedding rings, and I don't know why, but I just do not like my engagement ring paired with a wedding band. I just like the simplicity of my ring. And so I was thinking about making my wedding band something like this that I could wear on this side. I don't know, let me know your thoughts, or maybe not even doing one and just using my engagement ring as like my wedding band too, just because I feel like it looks so cluttered on my hand. If any of you guys have done that, let me know. I know like I can do whatever, but I know it's not like traditional. I'm going to go into Latte as usual from Makeup Geek. Same brush, a Wayne Goss 16 brush. Building this up and smoking it out. Can you guys even, with this weather? We've got like the most snow this year than in so many years. It's been a long time since we've had this much snow, and I've been loving it because I don't like gloomy, dreary winters if there's not going to be snow. I can handle the gloominess and the dreariness, but only if there's something pretty to look at, like the snow is just pretty. And this week we have had 40-degree weather and the sun has been out. It has been glorious. This is Beach Please from Makeup Geek. Just bringing this on the lid. The UPS man is here, so she's going nuts. What was life before doorbell cameras? I love it. I can be gone and see who's at my house. I can be in my house and choose to answer the door or not, which I just haven't. I never answer the door if it's someone I don't know. Okay, I want to add a little bit more gray in here. I'm going to go into my Wayne Goss 20 brush, and I want to add this because it's kind of like a smoky cool tone brown. This is Clean Slate from Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to wiggle this at the lashes. I just want to really smoke this up and then blend it out with my other brush. Ooh, I want to mention a few shows I've been watching. I'm not gonna like spoil anything if you haven't seen them, but basically between Christmas and now, I've watched some stuff because we were sick for 2 weeks. We watched a good amount of TV during when we were sick. Run was really good. That's about a mom who's taking care of her daughter who is in a wheelchair and things aren't as they seem. That was really good. We watched The Undoing. It's a TV show on HBO, but it's not one that's gonna get like renewed, I doubt, because of the way that it ended. I think it's just kind of like a one and done sort of thing. That was really good. Firefly Lane on Netflix was really good. I really liked that. That was like just a good, well-rounded show. I really enjoyed that. Ruben and I started Westworld. The first few episodes I loved. I was like down for the whole concept, everything. We're in season 2 now and I'm just over it. They kind of like, certain things in the show don't make total sense. It's a little confusing. I don't know. They just kind of like took it in a way that I was just kind of like, ugh. And they're focusing on storylines that I think are more boring, where like they could be focusing more on a different storyline that's going on. I don't know. We'll still watch it. It's just a little disappointing. Mindhunter, we binged that very quickly. That was really good. And I wish there were more seasons of that because that was just so good. So many people were recommending The Lie. That was so dumb. Didn't like that. that's just some stuff that sticks out in my head. And if you haven't watched it, you should take a gander. This is good. I'm gonna go into the Auric Smoke Reflect in Ego. Looks like this, you guys. This is beautiful, beautiful quality, beautiful product. So this is the powder on the top, and then this is like a moussey cream on the bottom. So I think I'm gonna go in with just like a fluffy brush. I'm gonna use the one I've been using, and I'm just gonna pick it up here on this, and I'm just going to feather this onto the eye. Ooh, just a little. That's a lot on there, so I'm gonna kind of disperse it with my finger. I'm just gonna dip my finger into these sparklies and just pop this on top. It looks a little bit more green in person than I was expecting. I was expecting it to be just a little bit more silvery gray, I guess, but it's still beautiful. I'm also gonna go into Defiance, which is a little bit more golden, or a lot more golden, and I'm gonna pick this up on a different finger and just kind of disperse this in there as well and kind of break up the color. I'm gonna add the slightest little bit of Chocolate Wasted and just kind of pop that in the outer corner here. Smoke it up a little bit and add a little bit of warmth. I'm gonna pop my face highlighter right here. So get up here. And then I'm gonna go into, I think, Beach Please, and just kind of smudge that on the bottom lashes under there just to give a little bit of definition but not go too dark. Okay, oh, I have a new eyelash little combo. This was sent over to me by Makeup Geek. I do have a discount code with them. I'm an affiliate, so I will make commission off of the links that I provide and if you use my code, so just so you know. But it's Brianna Fox for 10% off. They sent me over new eyelash curler and a mascara, and it's bomb. I am so picky with mascaras. There's only a few that I try and I really, really like. Another new one that I've tried and I've really liked was the Lancome Lash Idol mascara. You guys also know I love my Man Eater mascara from Tarte, Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, all of those. But this has been just like my go-to. I just love it. Oh, and I also use the Extended Play mascara from MAC on my bottom lashes. I can use this on the bottom as well. I still prefer this on the bottom, but this for the top, it just, it makes them look so good. I'm gonna go in and do my lashes. I'm gonna do the curling first. So I'm gonna go into the mascara and just do 2 coats. Okay, so I'm just doing the first coat, really getting it on there. And this is where the magic happens. Okay, I'm gonna use the same mascara on the bottom just because I haven't in a while. Loving this eye look. I think it looks so cool. So like grungy glam, you know? I kind of want to switch my earrings to silver. Okay, so lately for my lips, I've been using all the same shit, like all the same lip products, but I love just mixing everything together and kind of coming up with my own little concoction. I'm gonna start with Oak from MAC, my favorite lip pencil ever. Line and overline my lips. Filling it in now that I've got them overlined. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Pork from MAC, just a little bit deeper, and this is going to create some shadows. So I'm just putting it right here in the outer corners. Then I go back in with the other one to help blend that out. We'll try this. This is Buxom Fly Girl, one of my current favorite go-tos. Okay, it's a little too cool. So I'm gonna go into More Creamer Please from Dose of Colors and Desi and Katie. Give it a little bit more warmth. And then, because I'm crazy, I'm adding a little bit of First Time lipstick from Tom Ford to the center. Totally unnecessary to use 500 lip products, but it's just kind of like been what I'm doing lately. Just love mixing them all together. So this is the final look. I love it. It feels so good to be all glammed up with nowhere to go except to pick up my niece from school. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed following along and seeing this look. This is the first day that I've actually blow dried my hair and flat ironed it, and ooh, I love it. I went for more of a 90s, 2000s cut. Kind of worked with my layers, my broken pieces that I already have, minus Fred up here, but I just kind of wanted something a little bit more layered in the front that I could kind of curl under like this. And this is so much fun styling it straight. I think it's just got a lot of pizzazz. But that's it for this video, you guys. This felt so good to sit here and film and chat and update you on my crazy ass life that's been going on. And I'm just really excited to create a bunch of videos. I've got so many different ideas. I'm so excited for starting the podcast. Don't hold your breath. I don't know when that's starting. I'm just letting you know that it's happening. I bought the equipment, so it's happening. And that was expensive ass equipment. moment. But yeah, I'm really excited to be back and get back into a normal routine. It's just been a crazy ass year so far, and I'm excited to just make the best of this mess that has happened. I just really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Let me know what you want to see next, or maybe not even next, just what you want to see from me down below. It can be anything. And yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.